Okay. Good to see you, Andrea.
You
M-
too. Yay.
Hey, Michelle, tell us about your weekend.
My weekend was, I had big orchestra rehearsal, which I have every
Oh,
Sunday, and I
yes.
had to start practicing because we have a concert coming up. And yeah, what else? Planning. I've got three family members that I haven't seen that live in California coming tomorrow for a week. So
Oh,
planning kind of for that.
very
And then,
nice.
yeah, we got our boat ready for them and had to pour gas in it manually and that kind of stuff, right? So all this kind of logistical stuff on the property. So yeah, that
Awesome.
was
Well,
my
that
weekend.
sounds great. So
Yeah.
nice to have family come and visit. Good. Andrea, what about you? How was your weekend?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Mine was good. I was supposed to go to a cottage with my girlfriends, but then I had this whole fiasco when I was in Vancouver. My kids were living in mold. I had to move them and this and that. Anyway, so this weekend I was like just before the weekend, so I just had gotten back. I did the red eye. I was so tired. And then I decided, I go, you know what? I all I want to do is stay home and
It's
relax. And that's literally what I did. Like I
good.
stayed home. My friends were totally understanding and I just that's exactly what I did. I rearranged things. I decluttered my closet.
Good.
Megan comes to mind like with all this decluttering with her goals. It's like that is what I did. I like it just felt so good. It's what I needed.
Yeah.
Yes, I feel
Nice.
energized
Perfect.
now.
Perfect. And
Mhm.
Megan, what about you? Did you want to say something? Oh,
So
there you are.
I'm
Hello.
I'm actually I'm I'm out and about. I'm getting over being sick, so I pretty
Lovely.
much did nothing this weekend. But yeah, I'm just out and about, but I'm listening in, so I'm going to stay off camera just so you don't get motion sickness with me walking. But I live for the Toronto people. I live down near the in South Etobicoke, so I'm on the kind of boardwalk area that's down like Mimico and Park Lawn. So
Beautiful.
I had to go pick something up, and I thought it's a little cold, but I'm going to do sort of half-hour walk to get home. But it's
Yeah.
nice to be outside. I get to see the water, birds and stuff. So happy to
Beautiful.
be here though. I didn't want to miss catching up on how everyone's doing. So
Yeah. Lovely. Lovely.
And
Okay.
warm.
All right. Okay. And if anyone missed Elaine's, I don't know, Elaine, if you just want to let people know that Leanna came to visit or.
Oh yeah, it was so nice, so exciting. I hadn't seen my daughter for 5 months, which is like a record, which is really long, even though we like text every day and stuff. But
Yeah.
she came and then we got to hang out. And then she brought her new beau of 6 months, this really cute architect who was really funny. And at one point, he was like, we know somebody in common who lives behind us. And that's his boss, or now he's the
Oh,
boss of him, which is really a small world because he lives in Long Island. We're at the Jersey
wow.
Shore in New Jersey. And anyway, he pointed and said, so tell me about the old guy. And he pointed at Sean. And
Oh,
it was that's my husband. So
yeah.
he was talking about the guy he works with.
Oh
But it
my
was
God.
hilarious. We were
What?
like laughing our heads off because it was so cute. And then he was embarrassed and we were just having fun. So it was just such a late moment of joy to have dinner with my daughter and then the next day hang out with her and then meet
Good.
this guy. Can I
Good.
just say, Michelle, ooh la la, like you're doing so many things. What a life you have. And
Oh, because of orchestra. Yeah, I play.
and what is that? What do you play?
I play violin.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
Very
so
nice.
cool. And
yeah.
just everything else that you're doing with the boat. And Megan, I'm so glad you're feeling better, but like go easy and just thinking about you so much. And Andrea, I'm going to see you for the book club, I hope, unless you're in Florida, let me know. But I wrote about that in my newsletter coming out tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
definitely in Florida, but what I'll do is just let everyone know like I have a meeting at that time. So, yeah,
Nice.
Yeah,
perfect.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. It's so
you look
nice to check in.
amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, I went bowling on Friday night with my girlfriends and it was hilarious. It was a place right out of the 70s. And we had so much fun and I actually won the second round. And so apparently I have some bowling skills, which is good. And then yeah, and then I did the same thing, Andrea. I cleaned out closets and got rid of stuff and moved stuff out
Feels so good.
and then of course we had an Oscar gathering last night too and that was really great. So, so much fun this weekend. Now, so I want us to talk about the dream setting. So in December, beginning of December, we did a 90-day dream setting exercise where we asked, what do you want to have happen in the next 90 days? And then what we did was we then said, okay, and now let's break it down to what are you going to do over the next 30 days? And we've kind of had this as a guide. We posted on the school, and we've had it as a guide to guide us. And so I hope everybody can pull that up. And I know, Megan, you're walking, so I think you have yours like in your head as well. So what I thought we would do is, has everyone had an opportunity to at least review what they did in the past 90 days? Okay. Okay, because I sent it out a few weeks ago. I sent
I
it out
haven't.
last week again. Okay.
I need to
And
just look it up on my drive now.
okay. So pull it up because I found it really interesting to actually pull up, the what I wrote 90 days ago. And I really feel like it doesn't matter what I write and do this exercise if I'm not looking at it like every week, right? And saying, what am I doing towards those goals? And so some of the goals I have, actively gone after, some of them I did not. Um, so I want everybody, if you can, see if you can go on your computer and pull up your dream setting worksheet again from December. So Michelle, you have yours. Megan, I don't expect you to
I
pull
I
yours up,
I took a look. I
but you
looked
have,
before I came out because I knew I wouldn't have it. So I do
okay,
have it in
perfect.
mind, though.
In
Thanks.
your head. Perfect. Okay, great. Okay, Andrea, have you found yours?
Yeah, I'm looking because
Okay.
I I think I changed mine with this group, so I want to make sure that I'm looking at the right goals, the
Oh,
dreams.
Elaine, do you have yours?
Yes, I'm looking at it at the pages now, so almost there.
All right. Okay, perfect. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So what I did was I sort of took three things that I really wanted to focus on, and I put that at the front of my planner. So Stephanie showed me Trello, and so I've been using Trello as my to-do list kind of thing. But I use my planner to do more of my strategic planning to take a look at sort of the week and the month and things like that. Um, and so I kind of have three sort of strategic things that I'm looking at. So I thought what we could do today is we've got about another like 50 minutes or so. I thought we could each go through maybe 5 minutes each. Be great to sort of review what you're looking at, what worked for you to advance some of your goals, what didn't work for you, what do you think accelerated you getting things done? What do you think blocked you from getting things done? And did you have any insights when you saw your dream set? Because I had some insights when I looked at my dream setting worksheet and I saw what I had not worked on and what I had worked on. And I looked back to see all the things that I've done over the past few months. And it really had some insights on what I need to do next to make sure that my important goals, my critical goals, are top of mind for me and that they're actually going to get done and not just written on a piece of paper, but that I'm actually going to be motivated. Because sometimes there are things that I say, oh, yeah, I need to do that. And then I don't do them. And the question is, why? Why am I not doing it? Am I not motivated? Am I scared? Do I have fears around something? Or are they things getting top priority for me? So these are the things, that really I want to have some good insights on. So who would like to go first? Who would like to be on the hot seat first? I'm walking with Megan, by the way, as well, just inside. Uh, Michelle, do you want to go first if you have yours? I know you're not 90 days, so we're looking at more like 30 days, I think, for you, right?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
think it was maybe even 60. It still
Okay.
says 90 days on it, but so I forgot about it. I'm going to be
Yeah.
honest. So I'm
Yeah.
looking at it right now and I'm seeing what got done, right?
Yeah.
And so I see one interesting trend in that I had three tasks related to hosting an event, two events with my partner organization where I teach yoga, this Zen Space Wellness
That's
Center,
right. That's right. Yes.
right?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
so basically, the decision is made. I will just teach yoga there because she spaced on me.
Okay.
So the two events that I thought were, kind of guaranteed. One she forgot to post, said she had anyway, she's not a reliable partner, so I know that now. I move on to the to finding other partners. And so that was two of the tasks that did not get done due to that issue.
Okay.
And then I'm doing well on my Substack. That's consistent. That's a habit
Yes.
already, and so that's okay. And
Yes.
then I did not do start my course on Insight Timer
Okay.
for two reasons. One, my PayPal link won't work, and
Okay.
there's a tech glitch. But also, in the meantime, in my conversations with Stephanie Brundle, and hearing about her strategy on creating um, passive income through online services, I am switching my strategy.
Okay.
And I've learned a lot from two conversations with her. So
Good.
that is now lower priority. Um, yeah, and I can go through some others, but basically I didn't pull this up. I should have printed it out and hung it on my bulletin board. And I like the idea of Trello front and center
Yeah. Yeah.
because I've used that a long time ago. And yeah, so it just wasn't in my face. And it has to be in my face. If I don't see it physically also
Yeah.
written, I think it's
Yeah.
not going to work. Yeah.
So I have this, like I have a sheet that has my top three so that when I open my book, it's right there, right? So that
Yeah.
kind of every week I'm going, oh, right, this is what I want to do. So what am I going to do this week? So yeah, having those goals can be really, really great.
But I
And
ended up
so
doing a big thing that wasn't on there, right? So,
exactly, yeah,
anyway, but yeah.
yeah. But ultimately, so this passive income thing, you want to start doing the workshops, like doing more programs and then posting them, correct? And then having people
Rather
buy
than
them.
yeah, I realized my whole life, all I've done is live
Yeah,
things, in-person things that are not easily repeatable.
yeah,
And so switching that,
yeah,
and I have so much content that including
yes,
I can put the digital detox challenge in an online version,
yes. I
right?
love
That's the
that.
first one because it's already done. It has to be tweaked a little bit, but it's already done basically. I have a parents course that's already done
Yeah,
basically because of the material I
wow.
have. It's in different formats. I need to put it all in one format, but it's done.
Yeah,
So I can do
yeah,
those two.
yeah.
Yeah.
So Hey Sun, you know Hey Sun Moon? Do you know Hey Sun? So Hey Sun, I'm doing one of Hey Sun's courses. That I've signed up for because I am not so I did Hey Sun certificate in solution focused coaching like in 2012, but now I'm doing a lot more coaching. So I thought it might be good to actually get certified, like be a certified coach. So I asked Hey Sun if I can go through her program because she's affiliated with the University of Toronto to get certified and become a certified coach. And she's like, yeah, sure. So do this course first. So she sent me a course. Do you want to see it? Do you want to just see the platform, Michelle?
Oh yeah, because it's online, you mean?
Yeah. So
Yeah, you
let me
can send me the link. I mean, if everybody's interested in seeing it, I don't want to take others' time if they're not
yeah.
interested in this topic, but yeah.
Well, if people are interested in doing courses, because I have the same, and that was one of my things on my list that I didn't do, was create these kind of online modules and start. And it's not, to me, it's not really passive income because it's the modules are easy if you have the content. It's the marketing. It's the constant, like, then what is the plan to get people to actually buy? Because I've had programs online. I did all the work and then like didn't really sell very much. And so it's the whole program is around how do I get people to actually go and do all of this, right? And pay for it. So this one is about a $600 program, right? But what I love is it's so clean. It's just so clean. It has all her online courses on here. And what's included in terms of all the chapters and everything, there's Hey Sun there. And then every single chapter. And it's been so easy for me. Like you see the check marks. I just started this last week. So you see what I've done, right? She has little videos. She has, the workbooks and all that that are all included here. And I just find it really clean and nice.
And what did this
Uh,
one cost you to
this
take?
this one in particular was just about $600,
Okay.
this course, and not charged. And I just really like it. Like if you take a look here at the different chat, I don't know if I should go into it just because maybe it's kind of her, copyrighted stuff. Um, but she has like a chapter and then she has a quiz. She has an overview of the course in a video format. She has a transcript, discussion topics, things like that. And they're very, very short. So I can get through like a chat. I'm sure other chapters are going to be longer, but with some of the initial chapters, they were very, very short. So I'm already like, again, I just started last week. Now I'm on chapter 3. So now I realize I can probably do like 3 or 4 chapters every week. So that's what my plan is. And then ultimately to be certified. But yeah, if you're doing that, I would be, if you want to be accountability, I would be on board to get a program up. If we want to, if anyone else wants to do that and get an online program up, I'm in for accountability and I would love to do that. And let's say, how long is it going to take? When are you going to have it up and running? And then we can sort of work together on the marketing, like what are we doing for accountability to get people in the course? For these kind of what we call passive courses, evergreen courses that people can just
Yeah.
take. Yeah.
And Louisa, did Hey Sun share with you how she gets people to sign up for this? What's her marketing
She,
strategy?
she does a lot of speaking engagements. She's very popular. Hey Sun travels all over the world. She's internationally renowned. Her books, she does a lot of books. So people over the years have gotten to know her and her work. So she has a lot of people that come in, that she sells to a larger community. She's part of the solution focus community that's international as well. And again, she's a leader in that area. So that's how she's managed to, plus she has new students that come through the University of Toronto, that she continues to get into her courses and things like that. So.
And question to the group, have any of you done an online course? And if so, which platform did you use to deliver it? Like,
I
yeah.
did a course on Teachable, and I don't think I would use it again. There's so many new platforms now that work. And I don't know if Pracademia, the one that I just showed you, is the actual like online, format, or if that's Hey Sun's sort of thing. I can ask her. I can ask her if that's the format that she used, like if that's the company she used, Pracademia.
I used Wix, the website actually. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but they have all templates. You can upload videos. So that's what I used before, but now since Louise introduced me to school, I'm thinking of navigating things over just because it's
Mhm.
so user friendly and much easier, much interact more interactive. So
And
So you
that's a
can
really
even
good
sell a
point.
course on school like you're
Yes.
selling this, Louisa. Okay.
Yeah, like I could on my school have a, we go into the classroom, and right now all the classrooms are free to all of my members because if you're a member, you get access to everything. But I could have just courses on there that are not free. And I could sell those off to other people and they just purchase those courses, but it's still all done in school. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
And how
that's true,
much do
Andrea.
you
Yeah.
pay school for that privilege?
I pay $99 US a month. So what's that? 150 bucks a month Canadian, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
For everything, for everything,
It's great.
right?
that is a good deal.
What
I
I
just
did
want
too
to,
is I had
oh,
people sign up separately for like, so I created that book outline in a day. I had people sign up separately directly with me, so they paid me directly, and then I just put them into that course so that I didn't have to go and pay school for.
Because I think there is a percentage, yeah, for every
Yeah,
time somebody buys something, you have to pay a percentage to school. Do you remember what that percentage is, Andrea?
I don't remember.
I can look it up, Michelle, and see what it
And
is.
Andrea, you put it into which software then?
Oh, so you mean payment?
No, your actual course. Where did you put the
It,
course?
the
So I
school,
had
it's,
it in my Wix website before. Like
Oh,
this
and
is for
then
my,
into school. Okay. Yeah.
yeah. So this was for my Saving You is Killing Me community. I had a whole course there that's still on my website, but it was the registration, everything's confusing. Like they have to go through so many steps in order to pay. Like, so I don't think it's been as successful as it could have been. So if I have extra time, my priority is publishing, and it's not about me right now, but if I have time, then I would go back and I would take that course and put it all on a school because it's just so much more user friendly. But I was just sharing where I had done it before, which was the Wix. Wix has templates. And then school, you just upload everything on there, like all your videos, all your content. It's
yeah.
nice.
Okay.
I just
And
wanted
so,
to
yeah,
jump in to say just
yeah,
was because I've not done it, so I can't share an idea, but I think what I'm hearing, Michelle, is, which you probably know, but it's like, I think it's about what is that functionality you're really looking for. Do you want something like school where there is all these other areas? Do you want something a little more streamlined? Like it's completely different because it's for U of T, but I use Articulate Rise to design like e-learning modules. And those are more like one-offs. You still need a learning management system to track the completion, right? And again, that because it's within my job at that university, I have no idea about costs. But I think it's just, what is the end user experience? Like, is it strictly as completely independent? They sign in, they do something, they leave. Do you want that discussion board element? Do you want that? So I think it sounds like a lot of these have different features, and I think that ties back to price, right? If it's features that you might want to use in the future, right? It's already sort of there. So, but even for me, it's interesting to hear these other options. And like you guys say, using school is that's the best way to see what is it going to be like. Because yeah, if your
yeah,
users are having a hard time getting what they want or following it, they may not want to come back for another one, right? So
that's right. That's right.
Thank
And
you.
so I can, even as I go in, I can explore and create a separate course as we do, and then it can show you how it all works in school, Michelle. And I can, we can all like learn together. Especially if Andrea, you want to put more things in school too, like different courses and things like that. We can all explore that a little bit more together. Good. Okay. All right. So we're getting some courses done. Elaine, you're nodding your head. You want to get a course out too?
Yes,
Okay.
I love this. On my list was
Okay.
passive income. So
All right.
yay, so excited that this is a theme here, and love our time together, and just kind of making this up as well. It's just really
Oh,
exciting, Louisa, to have your leadership on this. And again, the gentle reminders about stuff. I've been really immersed in this meaning and purpose global trainer course that I'm taking. And it's a 10-week, it's last week, we're in class from 10 a.m. Till about almost 2 o'clock, like without a break. And after I do the class, my head feels like it's going to blow up. but it's such a beautiful community. And I think that's another thing is through like the work that you're doing with the school, Angie and Louisa, it's like building a positive community, and that really matters. And that's always been part of a theme of my work and my passion. So I'm trying to really find out what I'm going to do after this course is over to contribute to that end. And to, for me, I don't know, I talked about this recently that I did die spiritually, and that was another reason why I took this course. And it's really had this great impact on me, along with my MAP training from like 2007. So I feel like I'm on this path, like I'm a certain age, but I feel more like creative and juicy than ever in a lot of ways. And one thing I know I mentioned is I got this MAP grant, and I'm trying to kind of hone in on how I can serve people. And I looked up my application. It was around, again, building community, helping people to move more and like get off the couch if you can, or, you know, and also to be mindful of people who maybe aren't able to walk so that they can move in space. So, and then along with that, so loneliness.
So sorry, so is that something that you want to build the school around? Like creating a community where people maybe are moving together, or, maybe people who are in their older years? Is that something that you might want to, and then maybe even incorporate some of the concepts that you're learning in the meaning and purpose group to, because I know in your PhD, you discovered it was really about community. And the community continued, even though the fitness classes might have ended, the community continued. And that was a real insight into what improves the health span. Um, is that something maybe you want to focus in on, Elaine?
I I have like too many ideas, so I'm kind of just like trying to entertain,
Okay.
but I want to do what like really brings me a lot of joy and how I can help serve people as well. But I definitely wrote
Yes.
it down, and it really is. So this idea
Okay,
that
so wait, before you get off that, um, I find that too, working on my own, that I have so many ideas, right? Like I have so many ideas, right? So this is something that a friend of mine taught me, Shannon taught me, not Shannon Polly, another Shannon. I have an idea garden now, right? Because I always be like, why don't we do this and why don't we do that and have a retreat? So now I have an idea garden. I just created I have a big sheet of paper and it says idea garden on it. And I have some flowers on it, whatever. And every time I have an idea, I write down the idea on a sticky note and I stick it on my idea garden. And I have a whole bunch of sticky notes. But every month I go back and I just leave it and I focus on what I'm working on right now and I just get it out of my head, but at least it's there. But then every month I look at my idea garden and I say, what do I want to take out of my idea garden and into my, yes, exactly, Andrea, step away from the buffet. That's right. That was Marie Forleo. That's right. So step away from the buffet. So then what I do is I look at my idea garden every month and I say, what do I want to bring into my action? What do I actually want to do this month? What do I have time for? And then maybe I don't have anything. Maybe I say, no, I can't do any of these things right now. And I just keep going and doing what I'm doing. Or I'll say, yeah, I'm going to bring that out. And I love it when somebody, um, like even I was on a call the other day, this company wants to hire me to do a keynote. So I had sort of a pre-interview with them and we were talking about what I would do. And so now they're considering it. And I said, this would be a great topic. And they really liked this topic and it's in my idea garden. So now I'm thinking, okay, you see, now I have a client who actually will buy something like that. So why don't I go? Because maybe there's other companies, if they're interested, maybe they like the idea. So now I'm taking that out of the idea garden and starting to put it into action. So anyway, I just thought I would mention that, Elaine.
I love the
Yeah,
idea garden. Good luck with the talk too, like the
thank you.
proposal on that. Sending you always so many good
Thank you.
vibes, and all of you guys. Yeah, so in my idea garden is I guess the top is because I have accountability with the strengths in motion, project that I got awarded. So the idea was a card game, but we're thinking of expanding it to a toolkit. And again, it's around positive physical and character strengths to help people like thrive and become more zesty and fulfilled and have a better health span across the lifespan. And so that's really exciting. I've been working with Esme. That's a positive change that I've made that you recommended, Esme, who's just so good. And again, we put out our happy St. Patrick's Day tomorrow to each of you, and newsletter. And we have
So
like
what?
stuff in there. But
So Elaine, what's on your plate next to get the cards thing, this, because you've talked about this scholarship that you got.
yeah.
Where do you want to be like 30 days from now on that?
So in about 30 days, I'm going to be in Madrid. So I'm going to be speaking there. So right now, this week, I'm focusing on what I'm going to be presenting because I just found out that I'm speaking right before lunch. I have about 40 minutes. They would like me to talk about like anything I want, which is like a little scary. Yeah, and then lead some movement. So I have like some ideas about that. And so that's where my focus is right now. And in simultaneity, I am like, I talked with Esme about the cards and, have to really do a lot more reading and a little bit more research before I can hone in. But
that's okay. So you're
yeah,
saying for now, I'm focused on this, which is the talk. So maybe then you take a look at some action items for after you get back and create a 30-day plan for your strengths cards with
yes,
Esme. Does that sound good?
perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you
Okay.
guys.
Okay. Okay, good, good. And good luck on your talk. I
Thank
think
you.
it's super exciting. Do you have an idea of what you're going to talk about?
I do want to talk about again, like maybe about my doctoral work around, positive, active, older people and movement and how like the power of community fitness can really change lives and be far reaching in terms of positive health benefits for individuals, families, and communities.
I think it helps with meaning too, doesn't it, Elaine? When you're part of a group, like I was saying to Jeffram, because I'm on a health journey right
Yes.
now. I'm losing weight. I'm really succeeding, which is really good. But I have a friend of mine who is a holistic nutritionist, and she really got me on these things like 20 years ago. And it's really nice to be part of a community that helps you with your health goals and that it's meaningful and it's not just about diet, it's about, rest and relaxation and fun and also spiritual and meditation and yoga and, and working out and doing the sprints and the vitamins and that whole community. I think there's something there around meaning and purpose too, to be surrounded by people who, like I think about our community. I'm surrounded by people that want to make the world a better place, that want to improve well-being, that want to improve things for children, for youth, for adults, for older people, for students, for business. You know, it's nice to be, there's something about what you're doing, Elaine, around health and all that, and the health span that has so much meaning and purpose that drives right back to your PhD, like what you found in your PhD.
Thank you so much. I mean, that's so helpful because I really believe in the power of collective effervescence. And I'm going to talk about communitas as we're moving together. And then also the power
Wait,
of
what's
synchrony.
the word? What did you say?
Oh,
Effervescence? What?
collective effervescence.
I love that. Collective effervescence. Do
Yes.
they wear like little bikinis too? I can see. Can
Maybe we
picture.
need t-shirts at least to
Yeah.
start. Isn't that a great
Wow.
word? And like synchrony, I think about Michelle and the work around somatics and just like with Andrea, like our joint experiences, like with fun and play and enjoyment and fitness. I mean, it's just like feels like it's coming together a little bit. And even your
Good.
question, and
Good.
again, the communitas, right?
It's all
That
there.
and just finally,
Yeah.
this my talk is going to bring together my goal, meaning and purpose, lifestyle medicine, which again is like around nourishment, movement, reducing distress, connecting with
Okay.
people, avoiding substances, positive psychology, and sports medicine.
Okay. Okay, awesome. And if you need help offline, if you want some brainstorming, I'm happy to do that, Elaine, if you want to like get focused. So we've got Michelle is working on the online. I'm working on the online with her. Elaine, you're focused on your talk. Great. And then next is the strengths cards, which will be top. Andrea, what about you? Where are you going?
Yeah,
Excited.
it's much like Elaine, where like it's no shortage of ideas.
You need an idea garden.
Um,
Yes.
So I have to say, like, I love this review and I appreciate it because I went back to my list of what we were talking about, and it all circles back to me focusing on the publishing company and clients and me making sure I have potential clients and publishing clients in the pipeline. And it's funny because I have to say, like this last month, I did get derailed where get sucked into all those things that should be in the idea garden. And so it took me a little bit away from focusing on my publishing clients. But what I did do is I did run two outlines in a day, and they were both well attended. I had five in one and four in the other. And so everyone created outlines, which is awesome. And so
Oh,
those are
awesome.
really nice warm leads as well, people who potentially might need my help to write their book or to publish their book. I did get in this quarter so far, I've gotten one, two, three, four, five clients. So yeah, so I'm just one short from the two every month that I'm looking to get.
Good.
And but I have someone to follow up with that I am supposed to meet with this week. So that'll be the 6th. So I've met my focus. But promised myself that okay, once you get your clients all aligned, then you can do all the side bonus fun stuff like promoting Power of Play, promoting Saving You is Killing Me. And I actually did binge record 4 months worth of content for the Saving You is Killing Me podcast, which is awesome. And I did launch the Power Play in a year. So I did January and February. I've missed March because March has been nuts with family stuff. So I do plan to do it though. So I have one for every month for everyone. So I did do that. I think what I didn't do really is because I got so pulled into the binge recording, I didn't do as many follow-ups or brag posting about my clients as I could have. So that's what I'll focus on for the next month is following up on all my warm leads and people that are done their books and ready to move into publishing. So thank you for bringing me back.
Good.
Like I'm like
Good.
Elaine, like where okay, the goal is multiple income streams, but then you get all these,
Yeah.
you get kind of pulled out. And so for me, it's like focusing on my business. So
Yeah.
so good.
You know what? I'm so glad that you brought that up because I felt that too. Like I felt like I was super busy and doing all of these things, but I wasn't really focused on the revenue. On, wait a sec, what are you doing to bring in the revenue? Because my thing was I wanted to work on retainer clients. I want to work on, the water cooler as well, have more members into the water cooler, etc. I have ideas and haven't implemented them. So I think maybe what if there's like a way that we could every month be thinking, or every day, what am I doing for revenue? What's the one thing I will do for revenue every day kind of thing, or every week? And what are the other things that I'm doing? But that you always have some sort of, you know, practice or habit or something that just gets you like for example I was talking to one of our map friends. She's really a go-getter and she talks to like 10 different potential customers every week, and she has a program that she runs. So she has an assistant, but she'll have those 10. She'll reach out to them on LinkedIn. She'll send them a little video message and say, here's me, and here's a great tool for you. So that's how she reaches out to those people. I think she has Sales Navigator. I just signed up for Sales Navigator today. they're having a special for me anyway. They had a 50% off special, so it's going to be $70 a month. It's very expensive. It's like normally 140 bucks a month. But what she does is she just reaches out every week to 10 new people, sends a video. Then if they click on it and say, yeah, we like this, then she sends something else. So she has a whole sort of system in place. If they like this, what would she do next? And follows through. But that's her way of getting the consistent revenue because even if I'm doing all these great things, I need to, even if I have a retainer, for example, and you have a publishing client, that publishing client is going to end. You've got to have a good pipeline coming in. Just like me, if I have a retainer client, I have to have a few other retainer clients in the wings ready, for me to come in. And if I'm not doing those regular sales, which nobody likes doing sales, I don't. I don't like doing sales. Does anyone like doing sales on this call? Anybody? Anybody a big salesperson? No. So,
You
yeah,
raised something so crucial here, Louisa. Is like for me, I don't want to use the word necessarily revenue
yeah.
because I'm so well, revenue is getting a client, but it's like I love this idea of pipeline filling, pipeline filling. So it's like
Yes.
pipeline filling action. Like this week, what's my pipeline filling action that I can do? I love the way you worded it there.
Okay. Okay, good. So if that feels better for you, what's the pipeline? How do I fill the pipeline? Elaine, I think, is going to say something too.
Yeah, I find it like I agree. I don't like sales, but I would be able to sell Michelle or Megan or or Andrea's, like so much more easily if I believe and I care about you. But I don't know, what is that? Is that like the humility piece? The just like, but I think some people, but for me personally, I'm not good at sales. Well, I can be better. I need to be better at sales. And may I also ask you, Louisa, what is the navigator, the sales navigator? What does that
Oh,
mean?
so LinkedIn has a program that you pay for, and it gives you more access to potential clients, and it's called Sales Navigator. And so I just signed up, and you can sign up for it. They also have premium, but I think premium is more to do premium networking. And whereas Sales Navigator is more to get clients. And so just look it up. And you can also look it up on YouTube, like how do you use Sales Navigator or something like that. And it'll probably show you. But I think if you go on LinkedIn and look up Sales Navigator, they'll tell you exactly what it is and what it opens you up to. And it's a lot. Now, I did it before, but I wasn't really using it. And so I canceled it. So if I'm going to do it, if I'm going to spend, right now it's half price at $69. But if I'm going to spend 140 bucks a month, I better use it. So then it becomes a habit. So maybe we can have some accountability around what am I going to do every single week to get that sales funnel in? And Andrea, I'm happy to be in accountability with you on that. If you want to do sales funnel or if anyone else wants to keep funneling new people in. Like, think about Michelle, you're going to have to create a funnel for your course for those online
What
courses.
tool are you using for funnels? Is
Well,
Sales
so
Navigator also giving you the funnel tool?
so
I
they
don't think so.
I don't know. I just signed up today for the Sales Navigator piece, but I think that the funneling with people that I've spoken to, like my marketing people, are not into this funnel software that just says, "Oh, you're in the funnel," and then they get an email and blah blah blah. I just mean, how can I get people like a qualified lead that then I have a process that I take them through to then become paying customers? And I think I will set that up as to how I do that. Like when I filled another program that I did, I just sent a personal email to people that I thought would really like the program. And they responded. Most of the people I sent an email to responded right away. And I said, "Do you have like 15 minutes for a phone call?" And I got on the phone with them and I talked to them. And most people signed up for it after that phone call. And that was just as simple as that, just as simple as that. So,
So
it's
you're
got
just
to,
tracking it in a spreadsheet?
and
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And then, but there's things like HubSpot, like CRMs that
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
use and stuff like that. And lots of people, like all my friends use a CRM for all of that stuff, and there's different ones that you can buy. And some are expensive, right?
Yeah, that's why I was curious what people like because
Yeah,
I've tried several of them and I loved Salesforce, but that was only good in the corporate world. It's
yeah.
not affordable
No,
as
it's very,
as a single
exactly,
thing, but I
exactly.
loved
Yeah,
Salesforce
yeah.
functionality. Yeah.
Now, Elaine, I just want to hold on a second. I just want Megan's come off of has come onto video, so I just want to see if Megan wants to
Yeah, I
say
found a
something.
place to sit down. So I didn't
Okay.
know when it was gonna you want me to do my update, but I'm fine to wait too, but I'm gonna sit here now for the rest of the meeting so I can actually be sitting when we're chatting when
Okay,
I do
because
my update.
I'm just conscious of the time. Elaine, do you have something to say? Do you want to say it after Megan has had a chance
No,
to?
I'm sorry. Hi,
No,
Megan.
no.
I just forgot to lower my hand.
Okay, okay. I just want to make sure that Megan has an opportunity as well. Okay, so Megan, let's hear. Andrea, are you good? Can we move on to Megan now? Good. Okay, so Megan, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'll keep it brief because I don't have my form in front of me, but I did take a look and, I think obviously mine had a different energy. It was more around my home and cleaning. And in a way, I have almost the opposite issue because I am almost always doing essentially billable work because I'm on contract with the college, I'm on contract with the university. So there's these very, and they're long-term kind of contracts or term long contracts. So I kind of have a, so, and sometimes I find I don't get anything into the idea garden. So I love that idea of the idea garden. I'm going to work on that. So I mean, in the end of the day, I think I accomplished the bulk of what I'd hoped. Not everything got done. I think a few people said you get, these other things got done. But at the beginning, Louisa, you asked about like the enablers and the challenges. I think some of that language from the other session. I think, and I heard it echoed in someone else's update. I think having it in front of me, having a list. So I live off my Outlook calendar because of the double commitment. So I have little notes on my Outlook calendar. So it's basically an invite that's for 0 minutes. And then I have and I keep those somewhat triaged with like, what do I need to get done tomorrow? So I had one that was my water cooler accountability one. So that like same thing, like I just saw it every Monday and it was like right or every like I think I put it on Fridays knowing that I would probably do work on the weekend to report on Monday. So it's
Okay.
just that like visual to be like, right, have I actually done my things? And then within it in the note itself, I had like some of those top things I wanted to do. So I think that really helped to keep it front and center in some fashion. But
Yeah.
also, you also mentioned community. The simple fact that I have this group to come back to, I think was just motivation. So, what detracted, I think like everything, life, right? Stuff
Yeah.
happens, you get busy. But I think there's also a grace in that to be like, I didn't have to do all of it, but I definitely did more. And I know because I am somewhat of a classic procrastinator, I probably would have done very few of these things. So if it hadn't been for this project, and I'll add one more enabler was simply Louisa, the form you had us fill in. Like sometimes I think just that act of sitting, taking a new idea, sitting with it, writing some of those steps, practical steps out, just
Yeah.
helps go from a concept. Oh, I should do this. I should do this. I should do this. Right. To
Yeah.
oh, here's how I could practically accomplish it. So just want to say thank you and thank you to everyone for being here as well for that piece because that definitely enabled me to get more done.
Yeah.
And I heard everyone talking about. I think it's the long days because I've been on more edgy of wanting to do spring cleaning too. Now that we're getting longer days,
It's
so
true.
hopefully
It's
I'll
true.
tackle the last few to dos that were on that house cleaning list.
Okay. Okay, good. All right, good. That's really good. And it's good to see that this accountability is working, right? That we feel, and it is true. Like if I didn't have accountability partners, I probably would get half as what I need to get done, or I'd be off doing a million things that don't actually, produce any kind of good results for me. So, okay. So I'm going to document some of the accountabilities that we've talked about today, which is around the online course, which is around what are the practices or habits that we can put into practice every week to do more of that sales or funnel, funnel management. Um, I'm pretty sure that Stephanie's learning about funnel management with Lisa Johnson as well, because she is like a real, her stuff is amazing. So I think that's really great. So we're going to learn how to do more of that together, but we'll be accountable. So what I'm going to suggest, I'm going to send out this document again, the dream setting worksheet. I'm going to set it for March 16 to, 90 days from today. Let's fill it out again. You have the whole week to fill it out. Next week, I think, is the 23rd of March, right? What are we? Yeah, 23rd of March when we come together for our accountability Monday Kickstart meeting again. Have your dream setting worksheet done. How does that sound? So then we've got another 90 days. And in the dream setting worksheet, you will notice that the front is 90 days and then the back has a 30-day plan. So it's like, what's the 90-day total? But then what do you want to do? What do you want to have happen in the next 30 days? And the goal is after we present those on Monday, so that's all we'll do on Monday, is just every person will get up and go through their dream setting worksheet. And then it would be great if we all posted on the school community to say, here's my, dream setting, here's my next 30-day goals. So then we can keep coming back to those and know what those goals are for everybody. And yeah, and I have to say that people's goals inspire me too. Like to hear Michelle in her course, it's something I've been wanting to do. So that is inspiring to know we can do it together. And Andrea, I've been thinking about sales, right? What do you do there, right? And getting something down there. And Elaine, like with your talk and bringing stuff together, that inspires me. It inspires me to think about other talks and bringing stuff together, right? And Megan, you have inspired me to clean up, like to clean up my crap in my house. I have such a small place. I don't have a lot of room. So, I've been thinking about stuff that's like under my bed and thinking, why is that stuff still there? I never use it. Like, just get rid of it, right? Sell it or something. And, you just feel lighter when you do that. Um, so anyway, so you have all inspired me for accountability as well. So this is great. Good. Are we feeling good? Okay, Elaine, go ahead.
So one thing is this is a game changer being with you and again with your leadership. And I just think I want to encourage you to just get the word out about the water cooler.
Yeah,
And I know we talked about maybe doing a sizzle reel or even just like testimonials or maybe do like a LinkedIn campaign where you're talking about it. Just anything that you need support on, please like let me
thank you.
know, let us know because it's just so good to
You
be
know
with
what?
you.
And thank you for saying that. And what happens is I'm always like doing this stuff and trying to help and whatever else. And then I don't do the stuff for myself. And Elaine, you sent me a whole list of things after our mastermind meeting last week. And I thought, yeah, like why aren't I doing all of those things? It's time to do all of those things. So I kept your text that you sent with all of those things. And I really like Elaine suggested that I do a sizzle reel for the Wellbeing water cooler and maybe get some video from the water cooler and, of course, with everybody's permission, for us to do that. So we'll get your permission if we do something, for sure, 100%. I won't send anything out without your permission. Um, but something that just sort of lets everybody know what it's about. And I really like that idea of like does everyone know what a sizzle reel is? Like, Michelle, do you
I
know?
I do
You do?
not, but I'm very out
Okay.
of the world of modern
Okay.
tools and stuff. So
Okay.
no worries.
Well, a sizzle, like for example, when you go see a speaker, go to their website, you'll see their sizzle reel. You'll see like a 3-minute video of them talking on the stage and blah, blah, blah. And however, like everybody does a different kind of sizzle reel. My friend Laura Robinson, she is the a co-inventor of the board game Balderdash. So she sold millions of copies of Balderdash all around the world. But now she creates games, TV show games. And so she will create a sizzle reel around her game. So she'll do a simulation around her game. She'll even bring in like people to film and all the other stuff. She'll create a sizzle reel because you want it to sizzle. Like you want people to go, wow, this is great. I love this. We have to have
Okay, I
this show.
totally thought it was some new young person lingo, but you mean the
No.
actual word scissor. So that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, exactly. Like it's like get people go, my gosh, this is hot. We gotta have this game. And so Laura always has a sizzle reel for her TV shows that she's trying to sell to a broadcaster, right? So, she had a show that was on the air for 3 years. It was called Celebrity Name Game, and so she created a sizzle reel out of it and then sent it out to all the broadcasters. And it took years before broadcasters will buy into one of her games, but she always has a sizzle reel. And so if I have like a sizzle reel for the Wellbeing water cooler would maybe have examples of us and talking or laughing. So there might be support and there might be, like an educational piece that is in the sizzle reel. There might be me talking about what the community is about with an overlay of my voice, but it's going to be like a 2 minute and no more than 3 minutes of just what is it all about. So that's what a sizzle reel is.
Louisa, you created one for Seeing Happy. You have a really good sizzle reel from that event.
Oh, that's right afterwards. But that's more of a, I think that was more of a post production. Whereas
Sizzly
this,
though.
it's true. It is true. Like if we did it again, you're right. I would probably use that as part of the sizzle reel again. And a sizzle reel, usually it gets people to buy something, gets people to buy into you, makes you look good. Like that's why, like if you look at Caroline Miller's sizzle reel, for example, people at least have an idea of what she's like as a speaker on the stage by watching her sizzle reel. And that's what I want with the Wellbeing water cooler to have a sizzle reel that people go, oh, that's what it's about. Just like if they watch Caroline Miller's sizzle reel, they go, oh, that's how she's going to speak. Yeah, we like that. We want her to come and speak to our group. But it's hard for people to assess a speaker if they don't know what you speak like, right? If they're not, because they're then going to take a risk. What if you're crappy? But if they see your sizzle reel, they might go, oh my gosh, she's really good. Okay, have her come in. It's a lot easier to sell when you've got a video of yourself or something doing something. Yeah.
I agree
Oh,
with Andrea. I think that sizzle reel is great, and I bet you could pull out stuff from there. I mean,
oh
for
yeah,
sure.
that's true.
You're,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
as we
that's true.
edited, it's gorgeous, hon. You
Yeah.
did
And
such
we're
a good
doing,
job.
thank you. And we're doing Canada now. So Mandy wants to do Canada. So we're moving on to do Canada. So we're super excited about that too. Okay. All right, everybody. It's 3 o'clock Eastern. Great to see everybody. I hope they have a great, I'm going to send out the dream setting exercise now in the community. Okay. So I'll put the document in there. We will have it as starting March 16. So have it ready for the next March 23rd, okay? For the next accountability group, if you can. All right?
Will do.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you, guys.
everyone.
Bye.
Great
Thanks
to
for
see you. Have a good week.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. $5, great.
Bye, Annie. Great to
Bye.
see you. Bye.
You too, honey.